AI has made 2026 the year of the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, and I'm going to give you 5 tips on how you can capitalize on that today. Even if you don't have any AI experience at all, I'm going to give you everything that you need to get started on capitalizing on this. Step 1 is choosing the right model. Now, there's so many out there from different companies that it becomes a little overwhelming which one you end up choosing. To make it as simple as possible for you, this one, bad. This one, okay. This one, good. I'll simply just tell you that Gemini is a very good model if you're already very much incorporated into a Google workspace. Furthermore, it's linked up to everything on YouTube, so if you need to do searches on YouTube, make sure that you're using this model. The next one we have is Grok, which is from X, which is from Elon Musk and all his friends over there at SpaceX. Essentially, Grok is very powerful at research, and it's able to tap into the entire X ecosystem and give you all the information you need based on what's trending. Of course, everyone knows ChatGPT, a very well-established AI. They're once the only ones out there, but now there's so many other options that they are not necessarily the greatest one. Now, there's a lot of talk about do they own the best model with GPT 5.6 right now, and that's up for debate. I would use ChatGPT if you want to use a lot of usage with a very good general purpose model. And finally, we go into my personal favorite, Claude. You can just feel by using it that Claude is a smarter model than all the other ones. The downside is often you get hit by rate limits, so you have to be very conservative in what you use for it. Therefore, I simply recommend for your hardest tasks, use Claude to accomplish that. Now, before we get into the next point, I'd love to give you guys a quick introduction of who I am. My name is Nick, and I'm on a journey to vibe coding until I can move out of my mother's basement. I've been extremely passionate in vibe coding my new application, Collateral. Look at her beautiful baby, Collateral, which is built to be an all-in-one engineering workspace that is an infinite canvas that has all of your engineering tasks all in one location, so you're not moving numbers from one place to another. Furthermore, if you couldn't see from the rest of my socials, I'm very passionate in creating an audience around what we're building here. And so I've also been developing a dashboard to allow me to manage all of my social media, create clips based on long form content, all without me having to actually go into the app. I'm telling you guys, there's never been a better time to be passionate about technology than there is today. So if you guys are very interested in what we have here on this channel, I recommend that you subscribe or follow me on any of these socials. And I will do 5 push-ups for every single follower that I have on any of these socials. Now on to the next one. The next bit of advice that I have for you is simply pay for AI. I know it's generally upsetting to know that we're in a pay-to-win system, but I'm telling you guys that you are getting what you pay for. If you simply just start with a $20 a month plan on any one of the models that I've told you about, you will win. You are giving yourself access to the best information out there, and you will become hooked. I simply started with myself just getting a $20 a month ChatGPT subscription. Now I've built my way all the way up to the $200 a month Claude subscription, as well as holding on to my $20 a month ChatGPT subscription as well. The next piece of advice that I have for you guys to capitalize on AI is to simply ask it to interview you. A lot of the times it's really difficult to know what to prompt into these AI systems because it's just so general. You can literally input anything you want in there. But what I highly recommend is, say for example, you want to start your own business, just simply ask one of these AI models to interview you, give you 20 questions that you can answer to get a better understanding of what you want to accomplish. And honestly, this is the best way to discover a little bit more about yourself and what your personal goals are moving forward. And this jumps in nicely to my next point, which instead of typing out the answers to all of these questions, I advise you guys to use voice commands as opposed to typing. Using dictation is typically 4 times faster than it is to type, which removes a lot of the friction that you need in prompting these AI models. And of course, the less friction you have, the better responses that you end up giving. And finally, the 5th piece of advice that I have for you guys is if you don't know what you're doing and you don't know how to use AI, just simply ask it. These models are literally trained to teach you how to vibe code, how to use the models to the best of your ability. And again, in implementing all of these other tips that I gave you, along with just simply asking, how can I get started? You will go a long way. You will build the best applications out there, and you will be a solo entrepreneur in, again, the new industrial revolution that is happening today.